Hey everyone, this is a recording of my live trading on a cash account, scalping MES, micro S&P futures. So this is the 5,000 tick chart. This is the chart that I've been liking taking my entries off of lately on MES, and just kind of drawing out, there's that sort of horizontal range I drew. You can see that aligns with that sort of support, the support level underneath the double white line. And then there's also the blue upward channel. And at this point, you can see price is starting to come down through that channel a little bit. And I was actually thinking about, if we get a nice strong close here, possibly shorting the break of this channel and putting my stop just inside the channel or maybe just above that bar. So I was really considering a short here. And I didn't take it because price was hesitating right where I had that support and resistance area drawn, and I just wasn't 100% sure. And you can see I'm actually got my finger on the sell bid button there, my mouse hovering over it. I was really getting ready, but I just wasn't really comfortable biting the bullet. And you'll see that short actually would have worked out. But in a minute, as I'm seeing price hesitate, I actually kind of flip my mindset a little bit, and I start considering a long when this candle closes with this amount of hesitation. You get this sort of spinning top candle here. And I put a buy order above the top of that candle, thinking that if price hesitates here at the support level and comes back up and breaks that candle high, which is like a little micro swing high, and puts us back inside that channel, that we might get enough of a little bounce to get a quick little scalp off that. So right about here, I'm just entering my buy order, and what you'll see is that I ultimately cancel that order because price does not bounce, it just continues on down. And I'm going to just fast forward that price action right now. Okay, so there you can see price just continued with strong downward movement. So I canceled my buy order, and at this point, I'm just sort of have like I wish I would have gotten in for my original short idea, because you can see price is breaking down out of this area. But I just keep an eye on it. I don't want to enter short now; it's too far into the move, and so I'm thinking I'm just going to wait and see if we get any kind of other setup. Here I'm just measuring that original short, sort of imagining if I had put my stop above that high, I wanted to see if the target would have gotten hit, and right there it would have. So that's me just sort of feeling bummy about not taking that. So I just wait. I'm going to fast forward a little bit of price action until the next setup. Okay, so at this point I'm looking at this and I'm thinking one of two things. So either we're going to just have this little sideways consolidation under the support area and then just continue to break down. So I wanted to get a sell order ready just in case of that. But what I really wanted, and what ends up playing out here, is we move up a little bit deeper into that support area and we form a nice rejection candle. You'll see we form a really nice hanging man candle in a moment. So I've got my sell order ready. I will take if it just shoots down and breaks this. But what I end up doing is moving that sell order up as we get some continued candle closes. And you're going to see it's this next candle here that closes nicely, and I move my order up for a sell at the bottom of it. And what I'm thinking is we've got this sort of this area to the left. If you look at this strong buying that pushed us up into this most recent range, that sort of V reversal at the bottom there, I'm thinking that we probably will come down and test into that V reversal where there is some gaps there. There are some gaps in the candles, and there's a bit of consolidation down there. And there's actually, I drew a volume profile over it a little bit after this, and there's actually a nice little high volume node down there as well that I think could be a nice little target for price. So you'll see as this candle's closing, I'm preparing to move my order and watching that tick counter, and I just jump in right there, even though the candle hadn't closed yet, because it broke the previous candle. And it's just a really nice rejection bar. So I like that it spiked up a little bit higher and then reversed down, possibly trapping some longs, and we get a nice little move down that goes right into my target. So I was pretty happy about that. So this is the 5-minute chart, and this is the volume profile of that V reversal. It's a little bit less of a V looking on the 5-minute because it's a sort of overnight action. But you can see on the profile, I'm just drawing a line in for the HVN here. You'll see it in a minute. You can see that there's that high volume node right there at 37.90, and then a little bit of volume chunk above it. So I'm just sort of thinking we'll at least come down and test into there. I don't think we made it actually down all the way to the actual HVN, that pink line on this, but that's a little bit expected because it's a little bit of a double sort of clustered high volume area. So I probably wouldn't have used that as an actual like price target. I probably would have tried to get out of anything if I was going to ride it, run her down before that first little volume peak. But right now what I'm seeing is I've kind of got this little minor support resistance area, but it's just a little bit too minor. It doesn't really correlate with anything, so I kind of get rid of that. But you see I drew in the rectangle zone above, the sort of shaded region, as a little bit of a demand area up there because we had that rejection candle, basically the candle that gave me my previous entry, led to this nice strong move down. And I'm thinking that if price retests that and then rejects, it'd be good for another little scalp short. I'm just checking right now the 15-minute chart. I just want to make sure that there's nothing on that would make me feel like I shouldn't get into this trade. And so I'm going to just fast forward a little bit until this actually sets up. All right, so now you can see I've got my entry order ready, and I like that this is getting up and also testing that support resistance level or area again. So we're into this demand area, but also have the confluence of that support resistance area. There's two parallel lines. And then we get this really nice rejection candle forming. So I'm watching that, I'm watching the tick counter, and getting ready to move my order up under this candle. Especially if it closes near its lows, I'm going to like that a lot. So we get a little bit more of like a spinning top, but I still like it for the entry. I like that long wick at the top. And so I'm interested in getting short here again for another quick 1-to-1 and just getting my target and getting out of the market. So there we go. I'm triggered in, move my stop, bring in my target, and then I always do a little double measure to make sure I'm in the right area. And we're going to see how this plays out, but this is the last trade for me today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll try to post more of these. I'll try to post some losing days too, because I don't win every day. I'm not like a master trader or anything. But this, I happen to be recording this day, and it just was a very clean day. So I'll catch up with you guys at the next video.